your mirrors look like this? Let's fix that. Anyways, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to channel ANDERZÉN. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace these rubber mirror caps, because as you can see, these have seen much better days. They have been beaten by the sun and the weather for what, 27 years, 28 years. So we are going to take care of these with some cheap replacements that we found on eBay. They're not going to be a perfect fit, but they will look a lot better than this. And I didn't feel like spending $200+ on the OEM parts, although they are a lot better quality. But yeah, that's a lot of money to spend on some mirror caps. So let's get into it. Any votes for DTM style side mirrors, by the way? So anyways, for taking these off, very simple. It's only 3 screws, Phillips screws. And before you get to those, which you can see right here, you can pull off the prong for the electrical connector. It's basically just a pull out one. I don't know if it's supposed to have tabs on it. Mine didn't have tabs, but kind of clicks into those little spots. So just be gentle with it. You know, it's older, but it'll come off. And then this is the plastic cover that covers up here. It has a hook that slides in from the top down, and then it has this prong at the top portion, which goes into there. I didn't use any special pry tools, just use my hands. Just get back there and try to leverage so that you have some pressure on both sides of this panel and you're not kind of like yanking it from one side or the other. That way you can keep this on here and not break it off. So yeah, just be gentle. I've gotten pretty good at prying Mercedes plastic panels with my hands alone. I don't really use any trim remover tools unless it's something super special. So yeah, these came off no problem. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the passenger side, and I'm gonna bring both of these inside because it's hot out right now to actually replace the rubber boots. So here's the passenger side. Not as bad as the driver, but it's bad. One quick fact about these, by the way, all the ones that were like I think like, I don't know, anything 80s basically, from a 190 or a W124, they had a different rubber composition that doesn't deteriorate like the post model ones or later model ones after 90s. So example, this is one that I found at the junkyard that was like an 86 190, and this thing is in pretty good shape, honestly. I'm not going to be reusing this one, but I picked up this mirror just because. And honestly, I mean, I could like refurbish this one to make it work. So it's kind of like a backup right now. If I don't like the fitment completely from the new ones that I got, then I can use this. But yeah, pretty impressive for being as old as it is. They just hold up for whatever reason. All right, so you can see on this side, somebody's been in here before and they broke that plastic clip like we were talking about. So you can see they tried to, like, I don't even know, silicone or something and some double-sided tape. So I can come up with a better solution than this. Maybe a piece of Velcro or something. I'm not gonna buy a replacement one of these just for that, so we'll figure it out. But anyways, there is the 3 Phillips screws like I was talking about. And for this one on the passenger side, actually the connector is also with a Phillips screw, so that'll screw out and then you basically pop off this connector and then you can pull the mirror free. All right guys, so here we are with the aftermarket caps and comparing them. I can already tell fitment is not going to be perfect by any means. It's also got this weird like groove into here. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Originally, it doesn't look like it, but anyways, we'll throw these on. It's definitely going to be an improvement, but yeah, don't expect perfect fitment at all. So to get these off, it's basically a bunch of tabs that just kind of pop off. So let's work our way around and try not to damage these. These are the gaskets that stay in between. So they're not part of the actual cap. They're just a gasket that stays in between. So I'm gonna clean everything off and try to grease these as well. And then for the actual caps, there's all these little tabs. And just kind of pry those off. And then actually removing them, so you can basically just break these things off, because you're not going to be able to slide them most likely like I will be able to with the new rubber ones. So basically just get these tabs off, and once I do that, I'll fast forward this. All right, so there it is. That's what it looks like, a little exoskeleton of the mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off a little bit. And then we'll start trying to place the new one. Also, like I said, because these are so old, I basically just split it in two and peeled it off. All right guys, so skipped ahead a little bit, but here they are, the new ones installed. Overall, I mean, they look 10 times better than the dry cracked ones. And like I expected, fitment is not at all the best or anything compared to OEM. You're gonna have gaps, as you can see, all around. I mean, the factory is gonna have some gap, but not this much. I think what this is a passenger side, here's the driver's side. The driver's side fit is a little better. I'm hoping after this gets some heat in it, maybe it'll kind of even up over here, but I think the worst part of the fitment is on the passenger side right there. Just a big gap between the mirror and the cap itself. But overall, I mean, for $30 compared to 200 plus like the OEMs, I think these will pass and they'll do the job. For now, I will keep my eye out for W124s or W201s that are the pre-updated ones at like the junkyard or something, and see if I can snag a set of good OEM ones that haven't deteriorated. So yeah, gonna be a lot better than that pile of mess. One other thing too, when you're putting these on, start with this corner sliding in first. This is a very sharp corner and it has to tuck into that kind of fold right here. So start there, work your way around and try to pull on one of these corners at a time. I used just a little bit of petroleum or Vaseline, whatever you want to use, to get them around the corner. You can use some grease. I'm at home, so I'm not in the garage, so I didn't have any grease around. So I just kind of put a little bit on the edges of each side and, you know, gently try to pry it over. This rubber is pretty pliable, so I didn't have much of an issue getting on over all three corners. So the only thing left to do now, go put them back on. All right guys, so here they are reinstalled. Don't mind the greasiness, I gotta wipe that off from the Vaseline, but I mean, fit is not that bad, to be honest. On the edges, it's not perfect, of course, but the most noticeable is going to be on this side. Not that bad on the inner portion, but let's check out the other side. I think that's probably the worst spot of the fitment. But there is the passenger side. Yeah, overall, I mean, not bad. It's a ton better than before, so I'll take it for $30 and 15 minutes. Worthwhile to me. There they are. And passenger side. Job done. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.